Well, obviously many people, many organizations doing what they can to try and assist those who've been devastated as far as the floods are concerned. Homes washed away, livelihoods destroyed. Billionaire businessman Patrice Motsepe is one of them. He's donated 30 million rand to help flood-hit KZN. It's just one of a couple of pledges and donations that have come in to assist those that are affected by the devastating floods. Yesterday, government, as we stay with the money, announcing it would be making at least 1 billion rand available for emergency relief. Now, bearing in mind that's not new money, it hasn't been found out of nowhere. That's money that's been moved from other budgets and other budget lines to help with the disaster. Senior reporter Siphamandla Goge still out in KZN, getting wet, getting you the latest on what's happening. So where are we with the situation on the ground? And we know how concerning the number of deaths in the province are. Hello, Sipha.
Indeed, still concerning situation across KwaZulu-Natal. We are in Marian Hill, one of the worst affected areas within eThekwini Metro. Here, a number of people have died in this area, and moments ago I've spotted another SANDF helicopter hovering around here trying to help because most of the roads and bridges have been washed away. President Cyril Ramaphosa visiting KwaZulu-Natal, confirming that members of the SANDF will be deployed to the province of KwaZulu-Natal. In Marian Hill, here you can see there has been electricity shortage now. People queuing to have their gas cylinders, filled up here because there is nothing they can do. No water, no electricity. It's been like this for days now. People are stranded. They cannot cook. They cannot use electricity because there is none. All the infrastructure has been completely destroyed. It's been about a week now, and you can see this long queue that is forming. My colleague Mlongisi will show you. People are coming out here to get anything that can help them to cook and have at least a decent meal because they've been disconnected. No water, no electricity. Services are really not something that they have right now. Let's see if we can talk to the ladies. Yes, njani kodwa ngiyalibona usizilweni lanimile namagesenu ingakanani ingwadle nibhekene nayo ugesi nogcineni
sawugcina ngolosithathu baba naku ngelanga lesikhukhula ugesi etshele emnyama amanzi ngolosithathu konke nogesi okubhlungu kunakho konke mina ngihlale egiba goji njengoba ngilana qale phansi awuna igesi zimukile izindlu zabantu akukaze sibone amaphoyisa sicela ngani yami ngoba usuzowafika cela abaphoyisa azobheka omakhona lamambe kwade bewu4 abamukile akaze kufike umuntu azobheka abakatholakala uhambile imizi ewu6 engakhelene nabo kodwa mina ngoNkulunkulu ngasinta nguzalele emtolo mina igama siyacela ngani yami wenza amaminzi uthumelele nje ukuthi bazobhekwa ngoba kumele bafihlwe phela ngesizotho ugesi ke yamanzi asayiphatha sawazi konke no parafina sinalutho njenganyama
usizi malunga kanani ngiyabona nebaningi kule queue le mhlamba sikhuluma ukuthi wena yini eyisidingo idinga kakhulu njengamanje kulandela lengwadla eyikhukhula
Ebo amanzi nogesi zonke lezi zinto nje yabo ugesi sawugcina nini amafoni awasebenzi inetwork ayisebenzi asikwazi nokuthinta ihlobo eyikude nje bade kuneyikhukhula nje ukuthi sibuze ukuthi banjani asikwazi kwenza lutho ugesi awukho ukudla kuyasibolela emafridge njengoba ngikhuluma nje kubolile futhi hayi nokuthi kubolile amanzi awekho so ngumciciyelo nje yonke into ngoba ngeke uthathe lamanzi alana uthi wenza ngawo kokuqala kune covid manje fanele sigeze izandla yonke into yenza ugezi izandla sikwazi ukugeza izandla ngendlela esifisa.
Okay. Dadewethu ikhukhula zinikhahlameze kanjani ubukeka ukhathazekile impela emoyeni baningi abafana nawe umonakalo bekhona nokushayeka nje emoyeni ngale ngwadla yehlile ikhukhula nokuthi luphi usizo nelidingayo njengamanje
izikhukhula zona zisikhahlameze kakhulu ngoba emva kwezikhukhula ke kwahamba amanzi kwahamba ugesi nje ngicanga ukuthi sawugcina ngolesithathu so nje sinenkinga kakhulu yagesi ugesi nje mina esudinga kakhulu nje ugesi nje obungekho akwenzeki lutho abanye bethu kunezingane emakhaya awazi ukuthi uzokwenza njani kumele wenzele ingane ukudla wazi uzokwenza njani nasemafrijini ke nje ukudla konakele konakele kakhulu. Sondini singasizakala nje especially njengogesi singajabula.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu. Well, basically these community members telling us that the issue of electricity and water is Mlungisi will continue to show you what is happening here. They've come out in their numbers to try and get any source of energy that they can use to cook and trying to rebuild their lives. This is a situation that is going across KwaZulu-Natal, and it will take probably weeks and even months to fix the infrastructure that is damaged. There earlier on, the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihlezi Galala, telling me that there are about now 398 people that are confirmed to have died in KwaZulu-Natal following the devastating floods. The situation is not looking good on the ground. Let's take a listen to the Premier.
From 395, we have been advised that the numbers are going up to, they've gone up to 398.
There are also many that are still missing.
There are many people who are still missing. The rescue teams are working all over in different areas. We will keep updating as to what is happening.
Other provinces are sending in some help to KwaZulu-Natal. In terms of that help, which provinces have been helping you? I know the Western Cape and the city of Cape Town has sent a team to KwaZulu-Natal.
Western Cape have sent a team of rescue personnel. We thank them for that. Gauteng as well as Northwest, they are providing some support as well.
All right, now let's talk about the assistance that's been made available for the flood victims. Right now, it's still very difficult to understand exactly how much is needed, but we know government over R1 billion. Many organizations, SIPA, doing what they can, and today businessman Patrice Motsepe doing his bit as well. Tell me about that.
Indeed, so that money will be administered by a committee that will be led by Amazulu King Misuzulu Kazwelithini, together with some officials from eThekwini municipality and within the KwaZulu-Natal provincial government. The bulk of that money, the bigger chunk of it, will assist with funeral and burial costs. Many families across the province have said that they are unable to basically have those costs covered. You will recall that most families have lost more than one family member, and they need each and every financial assistance they can get to prepare for the burials and the funerals. So they were telling us that they are unable to take care of those costs. So that money, after the committee has decided how it will be utilized, they will then ensure that those who need it the most are able to access it. Let's take a listen to Patrice Motsepe explaining about the donation.
After the meeting, we visited many places in the province, and you can see that many of our people are suffering because of the way that the flood has impacted and has affected their lives. And the plan is that there'll be a committee that will be under the leadership of His Majesty, our King of the Zulu Nation, with various traditional leaders, and the King will appoint his people on that committee. And and all the 35 religious and faith-based organizations, the Muslim faith, the Catholic Church, the Anglican Church, the Methodist Church, the Lutheran Church, they will be part of this committee, and we've asked our Premier as well, who will appoint people on that committee. We really want the 30 million to be spent as a matter of urgency.
Well, apart from billionaire business people as well, Amazulu royalty also visiting some of the areas. The King going out to see the damage for himself. What did the King have to say, Sipa?
Well, he says rain is usually a blessing in the African culture and context, but this time around it appears that this one has been a curse in a way, because it has caused so much devastation and death. Of course, in terms of protocol and tradition, the King doesn't go to where there is a death, so he was unable to visit most of the sites. Of course, he met with Patrice Motsepe and the representatives from the Motsepe Foundation, officials from the provincial government led by the Premier, national ministers of COGTA and police were also there. eThekwini Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda present, but AmaZulu King saying, well, people need to be vigilant. It is clear that this won't be the last disaster that the province will experience, but calling on all those who've got the financial muscle and deep pockets to continue assisting the people of KwaZulu-Natal during this difficult period. Let's take a listen to what the King said.
Esifundeni ngithokoza kakhulu nina besilo uma sihlangene kanjena ngoba kusho khona ukuhlangana futhi nokuhlanganisa ukuze izinto zilunge. Sithintekile sishaqekile sonke. Kubuhlungu. Sithi sikhuluma nje njengamanje kunabantu abasacingwa abangakatholakala. Uthi uma ubheka isimo sesibalo esiphezulu kakhulu esishaqisayo ukuthi awu ngoba siyazi ngokwesintu sethu ukuthi imvula iyake be isibusiso kodwa sibona ngathi siqalekisiwe kulutho.
Siphamandla Goge, for the moment, thank you very much. You can see the long queues behind Siphamandla, the desperation to try and get some gas to keep warm this evening possibly, and if they're very lucky, try and get a warm meal. Siphamandla going to stay on the ground for us there in KZN for us. We'll go back to him a little later.